Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Welcome to another episode of Pen Calligraphy 101. Today we're going to be practicing. So we've shown you all of the basic strokes and the capital letters. And now I'm going to show you how to practice. So you have your guide sheets. Put your guide sheet on top of a clipboard. Paper that you're practicing with on top of the guide sheets. Twist your paper. Okay. Twist mine just a little more. Okay. Have our ink. This is Moon Palace Sume ink. Fill it up. I wrote 2 letters yesterday. I depleted a good chunk of my Moon Palace Sume ink. Alright. Dots. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to practice. We're going to dip our nib into the ink, make sure that it's well coated, and we're going to drop 2 down, mark off our X height, and we're going to do the upstroke. Upstroke should be a curve that goes from the baseline to the X height. And if you were to draw the 55-degree line, there should be a little triangle in this corner. You can see. Okay. So we're going to do just a little upstroke. You might have to press down just a little bit to get your ink flowing. So just practice the upstroke. Okay, just go slow. We're not in a rush. We're not doing anything ornamental penmanship like. We're just doing an upstroke. Okay, that's how you practice. If you go too straight, that's a no. And if you go too curved, that's a no also. So you want to make sure that it's just a swooping action, a gentle swooping action. Okay, so let's drop 2 down. Let's do the hard downstroke. So the hard downstroke is starts from the X height down to the baseline and then let up. So we're gonna take our nib. How can I show you this so you can see what I'm talking about? Okay, so you're going to come down here. You're going to press, bring the nib over, and pull down. And then you're going to let up, and you're going to drag it. It'll feel like you're dragging it this way, and then this way from these points. So it'll look like you're pulling out, and then down, and then out. Okay. Okay, so they look something like that. Alright. So you're just going to practice, and you're also going to do the tall downstroke. We're going to do the same thing from the 3/4 height, and we're going to add it into our stroke. So we're going to do a hard downstroke, and then a short downstroke, and then a descending hard downstroke. Because depending on your style of writing will depend on how tall or how short your hard downstroke will be. Okay. The next one is the drop 2 down, mark off our X height. We're going to do the overturn. So we're going to come up from the baseline, touch the X height, curve around, and come down on that same angle. And then we're going to do the same thing with the bottom. So it's going to go up, over, around, press, 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 and let up and in. Up, over, around, press, 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 and in. Up, over, press, 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 and in. Over, press, 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 and up. Up, over, press, 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 and raise. Up, over, press, 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 raise. Up, over, press, 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 and raise. Up, over, press, 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 and so you'll want to come up, over, and then down, and then you'll want to come back up this way just a little bit to angle that off. Up, over, around, press, and then up. So you'll have like a squared bottom on the bottom. Okay. The next one, we're going to do the underturn. So we're going to start with the hard press stroke. We're going to come down, let up, and then up, around and up. Press down, let up, around and up. Press down, and then light up. Press down, light up. So right about the first quarter height, you're gonna start to release that pressure. Okay. Okay, now let's do the compound curve, and the compound curve is drop 1 down. We're going to do the compound curve goes, we're going to do up, around, down, press, let up, and then up. So we're going to go up, over, around, down, press, let up, and up. Up, around, press, let up, and up. Up, over, 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 press, let up, and up. press, let up, and up. And you want to make sure that the space in here is the same as over here. So you'll see that some of the spaces are really good and some are kind of not even. Like this one's a little uneven, this one's a little uneven, and this one's a little uneven. And you want to make sure that you put a little X above the ones that you think are not good. Okay? Alright, let's drop one down. We're going to do an ascending stem loop. So this is our parabola. And we're going to pull our pen like we're going in this direction. We're going to come up, and cut around, and then down. So there should be a teardrop shape inside of this parabola. So we're going to come up, over, around, press, 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 and then let up. So up, around, press, 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 let up. Up, over, press, 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 let up. Up, over, press, 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 and let up. And you can make these pretty thin, but not too thin. So this one would be no. Up, over, press, press, press. And make sure that there's no tail. No tail hanging out, okay? So start in the middle, come up, around, press, press, press. So it should just barely touch that leg. Up, over, press, 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 down and up. Up, over, press, 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 down and up. And you want to make sure that the leg is pretty much straight. Try not to do one of these numbers. Okay. And also try not to do one of these numbers. Okay. So this is a no and this is a no. And this one's kind of a no here. This one's kind of a no. So you want to kind of correct as you go along. Make notes and of how it should look and how it shouldn't look. Okay, the next one that we're going to do, it's a descending stem loop. So we're going to start off with a hard pressure stroke. We're going to come down, and at the first descender, we're going to start to lighten up. And we're going to come to a point, and then we're going to do a reverse, a descending stem loop by doing a loop in the opposite direction as our ascending stem loop. Okay, so I'm going to come down, press, come down, release, hairline up. Press, release, hairline up. Press, release, hairline up. Press, release, hairline up. And you want to treat this like, so here is our bot. We want to go like we're going from this corner to this corner. So we'll come down, press, release. Oops. So we're going to come down, we're going to come down, we're going to press, release, and we're going to go like we're going towards this corner up here. So we're going to come down, around, press, release. We're going to come like we're going up to this corner. So we're gonna come down, we're gonna come around, press, release. We're gonna come up like we're going towards this corner. Press, release, up like we're going to this corner. So when you do the exit stroke, it should look something like that. Okay, let's do the... Let's drop 2 down. Let's do the reverse compound curve. So when you do the reverse compound curve, looks like this. We're going to do the reverse compound curve, which is push, light, push, push, light, push, push, light, push, push, light, push. Oops, that's a compound curve. Oops. Push, light, push. Push, light, push. Push, light, push. Push, up light, down hard. And it might take a little while to get used to this. Okay, now we're going to do the reverse descending stem loop. So instead of going this way, we're going to go this way. Now, when you're doing the reverse descending stem loop, you're going to come down, let up, and like you're going towards this corner. So remember how we did this one, like you were going towards this corner? We're going to come out and up, and we're going to go towards, like we're going towards that invisible corner. Okay, so we're going to push, let up, hairline, and in. 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 You want to make sure that you don't go like this or like this. Those are both no. And straight line. Okay? The next one that we're going to do is the K-stroke. The K-stroke is we're going to come up, around to the first quarter height, and then out, and then under turn to the up to the X height. So, up, over, around, in, out, down, up, out, over, around, in, out, down, up, up, around, in, out, down, and up. We're going to press here and here. So we're going to go light up, little press, hairline, little press, upstroke. Light, little press, in, little press, upstroke. Up, little press, in, little press, upstroke. Up, little press, in, little press, upstroke. Up, little press, in, little press, upstroke. All right. R, so we're going to do the R stroke. The R stroke, it begins with an upstroke, so we're going to do an upstroke. And we're going to come just above that line, and we're gonna press and then release and then press and then up underturn. So we're basically going to do an upstroke, a dash down, and an underturn. Upstroke, dash down, underturn. Upstroke, dash down, underturn. And always try and lift your pen between each of the strokes. This is not an R. This is not a calligraphy R. Okay, that's a no. That's a cursive R. In which case, if you're doing a cursive R, you don't go up past the X height. Okay, so up, R, down, underturn. And there should be like the tiniest space between the top of your upstroke and your R stroke to let people know that it's an R stroke. Okay. Alright, let's get a new piece of paper. Back up to the top of our page. Dip our pen. Alright, let's mark off our X height. Or S. So we're going to do an S stroke. The S stroke also starts with an upstroke. And instead of starting directly above, we're going to start just to the right and above where that line started. We're going to curve in, touch the top of that upstroke, and then make a bowl into the S stroke. So we're going to come in, press, up, and dollop. So upstroke, press, let up, dollop, stroke. Upstroke, S stroke, press, let up, dollop. So you should press fully right there and then let up, and then a little dollop right there. You can see the S stroke. It kind of looks like an S. See the S right here? Okay. The S just has an entry stroke, that's all. And you can make this as severe as you like. But try and keep your swell from here to between these points, between the top of the X height to like the bottom of the first quarter. Okay, let's do X. Let's do the V, the connecting stroke. Okay, so when we do a connecting stroke, we're gonna start with, say, V. So where V is the first connecting stroke. It's a compound curve with a connecting stroke. So the connecting stroke starts from the inside of the compound curve, and we're going to press and release, and then we're going to make an upstroke. This is known as a connecting stroke or a mini underturn. So we're going to do a compound curve. Now you don't want to start on the outside and go into a a letter. That's a no. So we're going to start up, little swell, and then a swell on the inside, and then join to the next letter. So you can even leave like a tiniest bit of space, then you can come back and fill it in. So okay. And if it happens to be right on the line, that's fine too. Okay. W is the same way. W is a U. A W is an underturn. An underturn. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come on the inside of where that line is, and we're going to come around and up. So we're going to do an upstroke, an underturn, an underturn, and a connecting stroke into another letter. Underturn, underturn, connecting stroke. Depending on what letter your next letter is will determine how far up this goes. You might just make a little tiny tick down to the bottom here if you're going into an A or a G for whatever reason. So just kind of keep that in mind. You might not always go all the way up to the top. Underturn, underturn. It might come down a little ways and stop right there. So, underturn, underturn, underturn. One more for good luck. Underturn, underturn, connecting stroke. Okay, let's drop some down. We're gonna do the Z stroke, which is also the beginning of the X stroke. I'm gonna come up, over, around, little swell, let up, and in. It kind of looks like a cursive S, so we're gonna come up, around, little swell, and in. Up, around, little swell, and in. Up, around, little swell, and in. Up, around, little swell, 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 in. Okay. The last stroke is the descending Z stroke. So we're gonna come down, hit the second descender, and come right back up, and it's gonna look like a fish taking a deep dive. So we're gonna go press around and up. 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 Okie dokie. the next stroke that we're going to do is we're going to do some connecting strokes. So the B stroke when connecting to an A will look like this. B to V I don't know what word would have that, but also the same as B to W. And one of the most complicated ones is B to R. Stroke, ascending stem loop, underturn, B to R. And it looks pretty simple. However, some people would disagree that it should be farther down. So we're going to do stroke, ascending stem loop, so people know that it's an R. Let's drop one down, mark off our X height. Connecting the V to an E example would come down to the quarter way also. So V to R would have the same effect as the B to R. Okay. That goes for W also. So W to any oval and any W to R. Okay. Another difficult letter to master is the L to Y. So we're going to do an upstroke, ascending stem loop, compound curve. Okay. Or a B to Y also. Let's drop two down. So there's a B to Y. You're going to have this type of a connection letter into an underturn, or connection into a compound curve. Oh yeah, and the R to N too. B R W to N. B to R. W to N also has that connection into an overturn. If there are any of these that you can think of that might need revisiting, I would be happy to help in any way I can. B, A, B, C, D, B to E. B to E. B to F. So we're going to go connection letter and A sending stem lip, D sending stem lip. So I don't know what words have BF in them, but drop 2 down, mark out for X height. L N N O P Q R S T U V W X. Okay, so X. Remember this letter? So the other one is doing a C into the next letter. So we might do a C into a Y, a C into an M, or rather an X. An X would be an X to an N, an X to a Y, an X to a Z. So you're gonna come into all kinds of see, it almost looks like a C into an upside down C. There's all kinds of words that are very complicated to get into. And you need just the right amount of spacing in these spaces to make sure that you're not crowding things. I could put a little bit more space in there, and this is a little large. Perfect amount of space in there, perfect there, good there, a little large here, a little large there. So it does take a little bit of practice to get. And if anybody ever tells you that they're like a master of calligraphy, there are 7 masters in the world, and I don't know personally any of them. So we are all just trying to do our best, and that's all we can ask for. I'm trying to think if there are any other letters. So you might also get an N into a Y, and you might, let's drop 1 down, you might get an M to V. So you're going to have either a double hump or a hump and a half. A hump and a half. So it'd be like a double compound curve. Okay. Let's see, W to M and N. That's really all the ones that I can think of that would be seriously difficult. If you guys have any more that you would like me to look at, please leave those in the comment section below, and I will try and do my best in the next video to address them. So, what do you guys think of the class so far? Are you learning stuff? I hope you're learning stuff. Anyway, I have to be off now because it is Taco Tuesday. And it is time for tacos. So, that is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you, and I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.